Start streaming. And we're live. What's up, chat? How's it going? Can everybody hear me? Yes, looks like it. Awesome. Well, welcome everybody to VKH Live. I'm your host, Jeff DeWitt. We have a bit of a different format today. We have a special stream. We're going to be talking about the Shou not Shou scandal that started back at the beginning of the year. We have an update for you guys. But first, before we get into that, and while we wait for a few more people to join, maybe just wanted to go through a few quick announcements and just a quick intro. So for anybody here who's new, this VKH Live is a live stream series. It's put on by VKH Press. Our main site is vkh-press.com. You can follow us at all of the links in the description. For those of you who, if it's your first time, I would also recommend joining the Facebook group that we have. It's called that we have in conjunction with a bunch of other people, but it's run by Fake Star and J-Rock Vault. It's called v-kei and J-Rock Party. That link is also in the description. We just have a pretty chill Facebook group where we have a lot of industry partners. We have a few artists that have joined, and hopefully we'll have a few more. If you like what you're watching tonight, if you enjoy the content, we do have a way for you guys to support us. If you go to the Streamlabs link in the description, you can actually send a super chat. We're using this as a workaround until we get monetized for a super chat, for super chats inside of YouTube. It'll show up in the bottom left of the screen. I made it A9 themed, so anybody who wants to share it, you'll make Shou pop up with your message. All right. Without further ado, we can go ahead and get into the topic. So tonight we have a special guest. I'm going to introduce her in just a second. Your super chats will also be going in part to her as well. So if she's worked very hard to put together an important status update for this. So just keep that in mind. Let me go ahead and bring in the rest of the panel tonight. With me, as often, almost always, is Winona Peace. How's it going, Winona?
Great. Delayed. Sorry.
Awesome. And also with us is Glenda from Treasure Box Press. Glenda, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us about Treasure Box and anything else you'd like.
Hi everyone, my name is Glenda. I'm the editor-in-chief for Treasure Box Press. Formerly, we used to also be a media site very similar to VKH, but this year we are actually transitioning into a new type of news site where we are going to be tackling social issues and looking into a little bit deeper on what some of the messages are behind music, fashion, and pop culture in Japan. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, check out our link and head over to our website.
Awesome, great. So yeah, we can go ahead and get into this. So first, I think we're gonna go ahead and jump into a quick background on what Shou not Shou is for anyone who's unfamiliar. The article that I've got up on the screen, I can actually add that into the description for anyone who wants to check it out later. But why don't we go ahead, Glenda, why don't we go ahead and give a quick background on what was going on with Shou not Shou for the uninitiated.
All right, no problem. So for those who are in the A9, formerly Alice 9 fandom, you guys would probably be quite aware about this issue that has been going on for several years now. There has been an imposter in the fandom who poses as first they posed as Shou, and now they've actually started posing as other members. Now, from what I recall, this started pretty much on Tumblr and Twitter around the early to 2010, so maybe around 2012 was when I became aware of this, and then I'm not sure how much longer it was going on before then. Now, since then, this issue has been escalating, and in the past year, it has really impacted the artists themselves. So in Shou's case, it has been affecting his Instagram, which VKH have talked about previously on a stream about the imposter getting the official account taken down. And since then, Shou has been having issues with trying to get his social media back up. Now, this sort of thing happens to a lot of celebrities and artists in general. So an example that Jeff was giving me earlier was that this has also happened to Chris Pratt not very long ago. Unfortunately, there's nothing that we can do specifically to take action and to take down these imposters. By the looks of it, Shou himself has also tried, but there doesn't seem to be much support in terms of Instagram and whatnot for having a process to stop this. So the only thing that we can do right now is to spread awareness, not just within Alice 9's fandom or A9's fandom, but also to make this issue be known in every fandom in Visual Kei and also outside of Visual Kei, because this can affect absolutely anyone. So the best course of action is to ignore imposters and don't interact with them, because that's going to be giving them attention and more power. Instead, please do make other people in the community aware. There is an email that VKH have set up where you can send in screenshots and any other information, and it seems like everybody is going to keep doing some sort of like semi-regular updates so that everyone can stay aware. But just a suggestion, if you don't mind, Jeff, maybe we could also just put this out to some of the other issues if they arise from other bands. What do you think?
Yeah, we can do that, definitely.
So maybe instead of it, even though it is currently a Shou not Shou specific account, we can probably have that open up a little more just in case that there are other artists being affected.
I think, unfortunately, Shou just became the poster child for this kind of identity theft issue in this industry because of how much drama was caused by it and the conversation that was had about it. So,
we can absolutely do that, and we can talk about some ways that we can help in a really strong way from our side. But yeah, definitely, like in the meantime, I totally agree with everything you just said, Glenda. It is unfortunate, and it is an issue where, like, I actually just remembered I did this. I reached out to, there's a Twitter account on YouTube or on Twitter called Trusted Flagger, and he usually helps with people getting their YouTube channels that have been shut down. He usually helps with getting them unbanned. And things like that. I messaged him saying if there was someone that he knew of that was like that, but for something like Instagram, and he said no. Unfortunately, Instagram is a bit of a wasteland in terms of, and Facebook as well, just in terms of how specific they can get in terms of banning people. It's all run by algorithms that don't quite always work the best, and like if there's a very specific form of targeted impersonation, it's very difficult. So I just pasted in a link on the window that's on the stream. So Chris Pratt, you can see here actually from his Instagram account. The chat can see is he basically he ended up making a really long post just on his Instagram, just broadcasting it out there that there was someone who was impersonating him and trying to hit on like girls who are fans of his and stuff like that. So I would say that this is kind of the general solution that other communities, fan communities, have come up with, which is that it has to be grassroots and basically making each other aware. I know we have a lot of really devoted fans in these different fandoms, so I totally have faith in you guys that you'd absolutely be able to spread the word, to any new fans and things like that. I've seen how effective you guys are. So that would be the solution, the best solution that I think we can all agree on right now. And then, we can also go into like showing you guys some more examples of this impersonation to help everybody out with it. But that's definitely going to be the way forward. So did you guys have anything else to add on that?
Yeah. So the email I put in the chat is Shou not show, which is SHOWNOTSHOU@gmail.com. I don't know. Are we gonna go into the fake accounts that have popped up recently, or should we go back and talk about the fake accounts that popped up before?
Maybe just do a recap on the ones that have popped up before, just so for anyone who isn't familiar with this issue can get caught up to date.
Okay, so before, what brought this along was, Jeff, if you could pull up the article again, because that's what I'm going to refer to.
For sure.
Yeah. What brought this up initially was Shou calling out Instagram on his Twitter, asking them to take down the fake account, which was A9_SHOU, A9_Shou, which I believe is taken down now. And he said, the identity theft of A9_Shou has continuously harassed my fans, and I wish to have my real account, Shou_A9VW, unfrozen with an official badge. Instagram, I pray that you take action against this ongoing issue. And since he posted that, all of his overseas fans, he posted that in English, so all of his overseas fans understood that account was fake and was not his account. And that sparked everything, and we made our news, we made an article about it, and we actually came under some of our own backlash from it. We in that article we put up some DM screenshots that people have shared online over Instagram with that fake account and the joint fake Torah account, which was A9_Torah, and there was also a fake Saga account, A9_Saga, and the Torah and Saga accounts are still active, but the Shou account hasn't come back up.
Is that this A9_Torah you said is what's still active?
Yeah,
it's double. Sorry, it's a double underscore. It's a double underscore because I think it's very similar to what the official account was previously, which has been taken down.
Now it came back as a double underscore.
It always has had the double underscore, and the reason why that it has tricked a lot of people, even in industry, is because this username was so close to the official one previously. So a lot of people have actually been tricked into following the fake account, but they are actually part of the industry. Okay,
so these screenshots that we have are from someone who is harassed by
the fake one. The fake one for Torah is A9_Torah. That one is still active.
So that one's the current?
It's not double underscore. Yeah, it's just one underscore. That one's still current.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the screenshot and I've got it up where it's like the delete your fucking post. Shou said that because he want to hide his private account. So
and I'm looking at the
making up reasons and then for why he's not fake and like this was a fan. This was a fan, right? That like was that sent this to us.
It's a fan running the accounts. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a fan that sent. Well, I don't know if they sent it or if we got permission from them to use it. I think we got permission from them to use it, and I DM'd the fan on Twitter, and they sent me all the screenshots that they had from their back and forth with the fake accounts.
Yeah. And, so, chat, as you can kind of see, like this is like a pretty big reason why we wanted to that we've reported on this is that you can tell from the messages he's threatening her. So you definitely want to be very careful. It is important to be aware of these. So that is part of why we're making such a big stink about this, is because fans are getting hurt basically, by doing this.
There are fans whose lives are actually being threatened by another fake account that's kind of, I guess we assumed that it's tied to a different page that had threatened us somehow, but there's another fake account of an anonymous person, purely an anonymous account where there's no real name tied to it, but they sent a message to a fan saying, take down your post about Shou or I'll kill you, stuff like that. And it's not
cool, people, not cool.
So bad. It's so bad.
Yeah, and again, the solution for this is going to be to ignore it and block it for the time being. I do just definitely
block.
I do just want to definitely underscore that this is definitely absolutely 100% how the rest of the internet deals with this stuff, is that it's just they just eventually it just becomes relegated to oh there's ants in my house again, I guess I gotta step on them. It's some jackass is trying to scam me and then sending threats otherwise. So that's unfortunately the best solution that people are able to come up with. Thankfully, outside of doxing, a lot of this harassment can be ignored, can be blocked, can be filtered. And when you work together to do that, you're going to outnumber the imposter. So
that's right.
Yeah, and there are some of the members of A9 have their own Instagrams that are real. Saga still has his, and Hiroto still has his, and now still has his, but Tora and Shou's original ones were frozen, and Shou had tried it twice, I think, right? He tried to make a new one twice with his personal account, and then it got taken down twice. And we got a fun fact at the end of the stream to uplift some spirits. But
stick around because there's an exciting update.
fun exciting update at the end of the stream. But
just on that note, it's actually just Hiroto that has an official Instagram linked on the A9 website. Tora, Saga, and now themselves don't have an Instagram, but they all have Twitter.
Anymore?
Tora was the only one who had a Instagram. Shou, and Hiroto, Saga, and now have never started a Instagram. So that Instagram of Saga's that's up right now is also a fake, and it is also suspected that it is run by the same person.
Yeah, so I'm looking at what I've got up now is the fake accounts that we had from back at the beginning of the year. So is A9_Shou still around, or the fake one?
No, I think that was taken down.
And A9 Tora was, or no?
Yeah, A9 Tora is still active, and A9 Saga are still active, but the A9_Shou is taken down. But there are still fake accounts online and on YouTube. And Jeff, if you could show the fake YouTube accounts, because that one's a doozy too.
Yep.
Oh, sure. Where's? Okay, that's in the document.
It's in our magic Google document.
Okay. Wow, there's a whole bunch of them.
Well, there's a fake Shou and a fake Tora, but then there's a real Tora YouTube account where, according to Glenda, he plays Fortnite with his friends. So,
he a Fortnite fanboy, apparently.
He's a real millennial, you guys.
Okay, so first up we have fake Shou.
Fake Shou. It looks real, but all of the content that's on there was paid for by fans in the fan club and stuff, and some limited edition stuff that was only released when they did their Kickstarter for A9 project.
Yeah, so it's a piracy channel, in other words.
Yeah, it's a piracy channel.
Which should be reported, people, because fans are paying good money to see this, and then it's suddenly open on the internet. It is quite unfair to those who have paid that money for those rights.
Yeah, because no one's seen it before for a reason. And
exactly
for the fake Tora one, I think it's the same deal. This fake person posts the guitar covers and stuff of actual songs that they wrote, but those were from the Kickstarter. these videos on the Tora channel were from the Kickstarter. And let's see, Tora's real channel.
Yeah, so I'm at the fake Tora now for chat.
Yeah, and what's fun is Tora's real channel doesn't have his name in there. It has a Tiger and Dragon.
So it seems to be a joint channel with another YouTuber where they both stream their gameplays. So it doesn't even seem like it's band related at this point.
It's really not. It's just Gamer Tora.
Okay, yeah. Let me bring that up then. So now this is the real one. It's Tiger and Dragon I guess is what it's called.
Tora and Ryu. That's a fun play on words. Tora and Ryu.
Yeah, so I guess it's not technically an official account, but Tora and Ryu do Let's Plays, I guess. So
cute. Let them live their lives.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I mean, I would, if I had time.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, but like, if you ever get a line message from any of the members of A9 or like any bandman in English, like if it's if it's real suspect that they're speaking your language at that moment, you should probably block it.
True fact.
Yeah. Because like I think the fake A9 accounts were speaking like English and French, and then people started making rumors like, oh, Shou is like half French and stuff like that, but he's not.
He's not, guys. No, he's not.
Yeah.
So we'll go into some of the other new accounts that have been brought up as well. So when I'm not very familiar with this one, Vero. So do either of you use Vero?
I use Vero.
We got accounts just so that we could have it for free.
Get the free accounts, yeah, because Vero did a thing where they'd been around for like 2 years, I think, or something, but then they started to really blow up, like, what was it, over last year, like the end of last year, because people started hearing like, if you make an account now, you can have it for free for the rest of your life, but after a certain point, like once we reach 1 million users, you have to pay a subscription fee because they don't have ads or anything. So you saw like Linkin Park's Mike Shinoda get on there.
That's what really kicked it off.
Then everyone got on there after Mike.
He got on there because he was tired of Instagram censoring his art, which has some quote unquote nudity in it.
Yeah,
I got on there because Matt Bailey was on there, and he was actually it was Matt Bailey who got on there because he was tired of Instagram censoring his art.
Yeah,
Mike got there because of the free account.
Yeah, it's the free speech alternative to Instagram, like Gab or BitChute, So
yeah, because that's the new one that this faker has jumped onto and has tried to advertise on their their fake Instagram. There's a fake Facebook for A9 as well, so watch out for that. And that one was also promoting these new Vero accounts for Shou, Tora, and Saga. So
Facebook's, there's the fake anonymous account that threatened to hack us.
I could show that.
Yeah, show that real quick while we're talking about Facebook.
Yeah, while we're talking about Facebook.
Just as we were talking about earlier, like about fans staying safe, please do not interact with these accounts, especially if they are threatening you. Now, these threats are almost always just empty threats because they don't know what the hell they're doing when it comes to doxing and hacking. They think that threatening to hack you is enough to get into your account somehow. That's how lame it is. But for your own safety, just report, block, and ignore if anything like that comes up. But yeah, so have you got it up with the...
Yeah, so this was, as you can see, it's Anonymous World, and it says, you are sharing hateful posts against an artist, you will be our next target. So just so you guys have a personal example, so you know that we're not throwing you to the wolves or anything.
Click on the Anonymous World, because we're showing some names right there, doxing. click on Anonymous World.
That name is fake, so I think it's okay. But yeah, so so this was a fake anonymous account that was made. I'm not going to scroll down too far because I know there will be some actual doxing that they did on here. So if you guys feel like reporting this, you can report it. But my point was that we completely ignored it, even though they spammed it across all the articles that we had relating to it. Nothing happened. So they're just panicking, and they have a bunch of different accounts set up to like freak people out, to try and scare them off. So if you just don't get scared off, you should be Gucci.
So
don't fall for it.
Nameless Goulet asked, my only question is, who has time to run all these accounts? Don't they have any hobbies? I know the answer is no, but damn, I think this is a good time to go into what Glenda has to share for us.
Yes, I was like, that is perfect. So I got very curious about what may drive to do these sorts of things, and I did a little bit of research online, and Jeff has kindly linked the TED Talk somewhere. I don't know quite where he's put it.
Yeah, it's the third or fourth
somewhere
link down in the description.
Yeah, it's somewhere in the description. Now, this TED Talk is it's actually done by an Australian professor from the University of Queensland. His name is Matthew Hornsley, and he is a professor of social psychology. Now, his entire TED Talk doesn't relate to this issue specifically, but in the first half, he talks about some possible motives that people may have for pretending to be someone that they're not. In this case, someone pretending to be v-kei artists. One of the first ones that he gave an example of was fame and fortune. Now, how can this relate since they're not the real deal? Well, the thing is, the reason why people really need to be careful about these accounts is that it is very possible that they are out to scam. And when I say they're out to scam, they could be messaging people saying, oh, I'm not really doing well financially, or like my band's not doing well financially. Can you wire me some money? This isn't uncommon, especially in the VK industry, where it has been rumored on a lot of websites that very indies bands go out and find themselves what they call like mitsu, so like girls who will basically sponsor these guys to keep going in the band. And you're probably wondering, why would people do this? Why would people fall for such a thing? But there are some people who, one, desperately want to be connected to the band, and to them, money is worth paying if it means that they can have that association. Other people could be just, I would say very naive in a sense, very trusting, and want to believe what they're being told and just want to genuinely help. So the imposter at this point would be playing on either of those insecurities or those mindsets that fans have. And that's why, first of all, we want people to be aware and to stay away from them. On the flip side, this is going in a little bit of a different direction. The other point that Matthew mentioned is that people who pretend to be others may be actually running away from themselves and running away from their past. So with someone asking about who has time to run all of these accounts, a lot of people have asked that, why would you do this? It is a waste of time, it is a waste of space, but it is highly likely, highly possible that this person doesn't actually have anything fulfilling about their own lives. From the information that was dug up earlier this year, there were a couple of fans who had traced back the imposter to a French girl who was either in Japan on holiday or is living in Japan. And from what I remember, they were trying to hit up live shows and things like that.
Yeah, just to jump in, that's circumstantial, and we don't want to confirm that right out. But just to give it as context, that's kind of the general person.
So like
potentially.
Yeah. So if we think about it as not just an imposter, but just as a person, it is also very likely that when people do things like this, it's basically acting out for dissatisfaction within themselves, within their own lives, possibly issues that have occurred since they were very young, from their childhood, traumatic issues growing up, etc. As bad as what this person does, I can't help but also have a little bit of like sympathy for them, because they have been driven to this point where they are feeling like they have to pretend to be someone else to be of any worth to anyone. And that's a really sad life to live. So even though this person, yes, is causing a lot of harm to other people in the community, the person they're actually damaging the most is themselves. Because the more that they do this, the more they're pushing people away, the more that they are unable to make relationships with others. And so when they're not able to connect to the community around them, it's only isolating themselves further and putting themselves into this really dark hole more and more each time. I personally hope that this imposter finds a way to wake up and get some help for themselves, because the more that they do this, it's just what's going to happen in the future for them. We all hope that eventually it will come to a stop, but maybe it won't. Maybe like they'll keep going until something happens to the band. Let's hope not.
I feel like they'll keep going until after something happens to the band, honestly.
Like it's basically they're taking advantage of fans, but they're also not really having a life themselves. And I think that's just really sad in general.
Yeah, so either option, whether it's they're doing it for the money or they're doing it for, because that's just
attention.
That's their for attention and the identity, or both. It all kind of relies on people falling for it to either give them money or attention or both. So the more the louder you can be about it, and the more vocal that you can get, the more people that get informed, the less effective the ruse becomes. As people just come into the community, it's like, oh, you're a new A9 fan, well, welcome, and oh, by the way, like these are the official accounts. Watch out, don't follow these. Any account that asks you for anything, it's a fake account. And then everyone will just be conditioned at that point to be like, that's fake. It'll eventually, whether or not they go away will become irrelevant. So
right, yeah, and we bring this up because like it's been happening for like years, and this isn't like limited to A9. It's happening with like a bunch of bands right now, but it's even hard for us to tell which ones are the real and fake accounts, especially for like newer bands, or if it's like a new platform and those bands might be starting to trickle with it, like might be starting to play with it a little bit. Because recently Voice put up a statement on their official Instagram, and if Jeff, you could bring it up and then bring up the fake account that we found, because there's a fake account for Subaru. I guess bring that one up first. There's a fake account for Subaru on Instagram, and that one recently became private. So if you're following a private account for Roy's or any of the members' accounts on Instagram, it's not real.
You want me to bring up the fake Subaru first?
Yeah. Because the statement that they put on Instagram was in Japanese, but it says that.
I see the double. So this is the double underscore. Tactic.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, none of the members. The statement they put up on Instagram said that none of the members have a personal account on Instagram. So there's only the band account on Instagram, and they wanted you to be careful about it. But there were like a few accounts that we were questioning for a while, like because of how often they post in English, because it's already like mad questionable when a band member posts in English. Like it's great if they actually know English, but if they don't, then you have to wonder if it's a fake account or not. So that's like one of the red flags. Like if they somehow speak your language, red flag. Yeah, I don't know what else to say on that.
Do you want me to pull up the statement, even though it's in Japanese?
Yeah, you can. There's a comment on there that translates it too.
Okay.
Just reading a couple of the comments on the YouTube stream at the moment, a couple of people have mentioned that there's actually more than one person running this account, which actually would make more sense, because that's a whole damn lot of accounts.
They were also mentioning that they said it was a revenge. It could be a revenge thing.
Like possible, but there's no way for us to confirm that. So we'll.
If you guys want to reach out, if you guys want to DM us on Twitter or anything like that, you know, again, we're kind of at a point where there's not a ton we can do anyway.
Yeah.
But you know, it'd be good to know, because we might be able to. If you guys have any information that would be useful for this, please do send it to the email address or DM us or anything like that. Because if there is something helpful, then that might help the band themselves, like the management and the band members themselves, to address it in a way that only they can. We can get it to them. So we have contact with them.
Yeah, we have contact with a lot of band management community. Those are fireworks. I'm sorry. I thought they passed. I'm so sorry. Every time.
I'm gonna be able to make a compilation of background noises where Winona has to clarify those weren't gunshots.
Oh damn.
Yeah, because I'm in New York, so it's like one time it was a gunshot, but I was at a track meet, so that was. I wasn't in danger. But anyway, someone said that like a lot of accounts are mad questionable, but like the only ones that aren't questionable are the ones that are like officially linked on websites and stuff, or are confirmed by the accounts that are official. Like when Rada first started his Twitter account, everybody was like, "Is this real?" And then Rookie was like, "Yeah, it's real." And then
that was hilarious. That was hilarious because. From what I remember, he started that account. I wanted to see if anyone would notice that he made an account. No one's gonna freaking notice if you don't say anything.
It, which was so funny. And then JPU Records was like, "Yeah, so Rada started an account." Poor guy. But yeah, there's a good number of accounts that are official. And I remember when what was it called, Vine or something, we made a thing about different band members that were on Vine, I think, because that was so new at the time. Rip. Rest in peace, Vine. But if you find if you find any accounts that are fake, or that you're wondering are fake, or are fake, like just send it to us too, because we definitely want to look into it and help protect fans. Like compile a base of fake accounts. Who knows? Because a lot of times we're interacting with people, they're like, "Yo, this just happened," and it's like, "No, that's not who you think it is." So
yeah, that might be something we can talk about doing for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I just want to add something onto that. When you do send in information, please do not post it publicly, or do not have it as a Twitter message and direct it at whoever, because that is also a way of making yourself a target. Please use the email or DM. Do not write it as a tweet when you are trying to share information, because that is putting you out as a target to these imposters.
Yes, or send it to the regular VKH email, one or the other, but better to send it to the Show Not Show one so we can stay organized. We get too many emails.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, do we have any other examples of imposter accounts?
None that are like 100% imposter.
Oh, you know what? I didn't do the fake Subarus on Twitter.
Oh yeah, the fake Subarus on Twitter. Yeah, so this one's interesting because like I forgot which one's the real one, but the fake one just has the user flipped, where it's like Roy's _214 _Subaru, something like that. I forgot which one. Yeah.
Wait, so what if
this real one?
So the fake one is Subaru
_214.
Okay, so the one I'm showing on stream right now, chat, this is the fake one,
which has like 153 or something followers. Like the real one has almost 30,000 followers. The fake one does not.
And then I will go to the real one.
Yeah, and
they look identical. Oh my god.
Yeah, but the only thing is the timestamps on the tweets, because the fake one tweets at a delay.
Because they have to wait for the new photos or for the new info to come out before they can post anything.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and zoom in because so I'm on the fake one right now, chat. So it's fake because the Subaru is at the front. So And now
also check if VKH is following it. So
also, true. Yeah, you could follow VKH, and then if you see that we're following an account, you might know if it's real or not.
Yeah,
this is the fake one because there's only the or no, sorry, this is the real one because Roy's is at the beginning. So Roy's at the beginning. Hashtag Roy's at the beginning.
It's 22. I know we're following it. Hashtag Roy's at the beginning. Yeah. Stop.
We're gonna do one for each and every
beginning.
Also, like, I'm just going through the comments, and there are mentions of like other fake accounts. So what we could probably do is, if you guys send in all of the information about fake accounts that you are aware of, we can compile a list into an article that shows all of the fake accounts that we are aware of, so that people can also have a reference list to see which one isn't real. But the best way to go about it is always check their official homepage and see what is linked. If that social media account is not linked on the website, it is most likely to be fake.
Unless they don't put their social media on the websites.
Yeah. In that case, check
your favorite. Check your favorite news sites. They tend to follow.
And I would also suggest, do have a look at the followers and see if there are a significant amount of other artists and other industry people following that account. If not, it is highly likely that they are fake.
Yeah, please send us any accounts that you think are fake, by all means. Because if they pop up in our chat, it's going to zoom by and we aren't going to see it. But definitely email, please.
Just having a look through to see if there was anything else that we needed to cover. Now, just a quick question to people who are listening at the moment. Is anyone aware if the Tumblr accounts are still up or have they been taken down? Because this was when I first became aware of the issue, was that years ago, the fake Shou sent me a message trying to get them to follow them, and when I said that they are obviously quite fake, that's when I started getting abused through Tumblr messages. And from what I understand, I wasn't the only one who copped a lot of that abuse. Then it went from Tumblr and spread into Twitter, and then went from Twitter into Instagram, and Instagram was where there was the most issues regarding Shou's account, because he had his official account, then it was taken down, then it was reinstated, then it was taken down, and then he made a new one which was taken down, and now this is the one that we haven't talked about. We haven't talked about.
No, this is for the end. This is for the end. It's to keep people happy at the end.
Oh no.
Okay.
Well, we're about at the end, right?
Are we?
Yeah.
Have we talked about everything? People talking about other fake accounts in our chat. All right, yeah. So fun fact, guys.
So it's too bad Shou can't be on Instagram, but someone finish my sentence.
His cat can.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, let me load that up real quick. Look at this. It just so happens. Let me go to the beginning because it's the funniest that way. So shortly after his cat joined Instagram, he took a few selfies. And then he started hanging out with Shou a lot more. So you started seeing some selfies of Shou. And then, there was more cat and then more Shou. And it looks like he travels everywhere that Shou travels, including to concerts and things like that.
So he just takes the best. He takes the best.
He's a great photographer.
Shou's cat is fantastic. So
Shou's cat is the #1 fan of Shou, I believe. Shishimo is the #1 Shou fan.
There's a lot of people that seem to agree with it because
you won't be able to beat that.
Yeah, you can't beat it. I'm sorry. Like, they became BFFs, and he even made a shirt for him. Like,
hey, they live together.
They live together.
Yeah, so this is what you should follow.
Yeah, this is the real
Follow
one.
The cat. Follow the cat.
Follow the cat. Wink, wink. Follow the cat.
So what Glenda shared with us so kindly was that the cat account suggestion came from a non-Japanese fan because Instagram doesn't take down pet accounts, and me and Jeff thought that that was brilliant because we looked at this and we were just laughing forever. And I follow this account, and I honestly followed it for the cat, but it's just fine. It's fine.
It is a brilliant loophole, I have to say, because it doesn't have his name on it. The actual profile picture is his cat.
Biography has his name on it now. He changed it.
It does. It does. But it does have the website, but he does still state that he is the owner of a cat who is about 1 year old.
It's like a American short-haired or something.
Yeah, but the only thing that I'm a little bit concerned about at this point is now that he's using it as his artist account, if he doesn't have enough cat photos, like one after another, is it possible that this one will also be taken down?
I honestly think that's overestimating the effectiveness of anything made by Facebook or owned by Facebook.
No. I think he's required now to post adorable pictures of his cat.
I agree with that. So,
pics or it didn't happen. Like, he needs to put up pictures. His cat needs to be on him at all times. So when he posts a selfie, he has his cat in there. That would be great.
The A9 fans, go tweet him. Say we need more pictures of the damn cat.
No. Say you're gonna lose your Instagram if you don't post more.
If you don't post pictures of Shishamo, you are not going to.
What is this? What is this? I am Shishamo. It looks like a shirt or something.
It's a shirt. Yeah, he. Just,
I think that was his birthday goods, by the looks of it. That is brilliant.
Is Maogia his new cat? Or no? I think it's just Shishamo, right? But then it's another.
Oh, okay, Maogas. Okay. So there is a little bit of an inside joke within the A9 fandom where they call Shou Mao, which means Demon King. So if you're a Maogia, you are a fangirl of Shou.
So he didn't put his name on the account. It's just his cat. And then several photos in, like the last photo is a photo of him. He needs to keep that up. I like that. Hidden photos of him.
Yeah.
I would like to have every second photo as a cat, to be honest, though.
He probably has got someone that's, working with him on this. So, maybe they've told him to. Because the other thing is he already has 5,000 followers. So if there's going to be any sort of examination of his account or anything like that, it would have happened already. I would imagine. It's just if the algorithm was so incompetent that it was it banned his account and kept the spam one, I don't see how, I don't see any. I could totally see it being possible that this account this is more than enough to trick it. So
I honestly think it needs more cat photos.
I'm going to second that. It needs more cat photos.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that this upper half where it's just like, show, cat, show, cat, show. But then the bottom half.
I like to be getting better where it was just cat.
Show.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was good right around here, I think, right?
Yeah, where it's like cat, show, cat, food, cat,
yeah.
Things. I love it. Yeah, but this is how we decided to make this the subject of the stream, you guys. Giving you this fun update.
Yeah.
Follow the cat. Please follow the cat.
Yeah, so follow the cat.
Show's cat. Follow Show's cat on Instagram.
Yeah, so
it's real. It's real.
Google says quality.
When it comes to Show's official account, just hashtag follow the cat.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Show not show. Follow the cat.
A nameless Gula says quality content. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it.
You're welcome. Glad you enjoyed.
See, now that we have people that stick around. Now that we have people that stick around long enough for us to deliver a punchline at the end, we can deliver the punchline.
It's perfect. And you know what's great? There's actually a brand that Shou works with that's following the cat account. I just saw that. It's Eliminate9. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is the most official account you're ever going to find.
ridiculous, but awesome at the same time. But
just so remember, guys, hashtag show not show, hashtag follow the cat.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
And that is how you will know if you are following the official account.
Wait, would it be Shishimo not show?
Maybe. Yes. Maybe.
Shishimo not show. Well,
on Instagram.
I don't know, because I don't know if we want to make it that easily discoverable, since
Right. Yeah. You're right. Keep it on the DL, guys, so Shou doesn't lose his account, but also tweet him to make him post more pictures of his cat.
Yep.
So he doesn't lose this account, but also
follow the cat and more cat pics, please.
Yes.
Yep.
Show the cat.
So yeah, I think that's about it, right, guys?
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
It was a good old short 30-minute stream, a rarity.
It was not 30 minutes, I don't think. It's like 50, but it's still short for us. It's super short
for us.
So since we still have people watching, I may put together an after hours stream or something like that for anyone who's interested in the chat. Otherwise, I will definitely have a after hours stream tomorrow because I know you guys are expecting certain things from me, and I need until tomorrow, so we're going to do it tomorrow. But
we have high expectations of you, Jeff.
Yeah. So, but at any rate, if you guys like this, hit the like button, subscribe. Please share this with like any A9 fans that you know of, or any A9 fan groups or anything like that.
Of any fans of J-Rock as a warning.
Yeah,
as
just
well.
Anyone who follows v-kei or just in general, just to make them aware of the issue. Because remember, this is not limited to A9. This is an issue that spans across the entire genre.
Yeah, like years ago, I would see, like, you could not go online without seeing fake accounts. Now that bands are allowed to have social media online, you see it way more less. But years ago, there were like role-playing accounts on Facebook and stuff like that. But thankfully, those are mostly gone. But there are still a few, so we got to be careful.
Yes, for sure. Okay, I got a way more positive response about the after hours streams than I thought. So, okay, I guess we'll do one tonight. Look for a tweet or something. I don't announce those, and they're going to stay that way. Just I don't announce them until they're live.
One of those surprise streams from VKH. It just happens.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, thank you so much, Glenda, for coming on and sharing all of these updates. And thank you, Winona, as well.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for showing up, chat, and we will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.